Good morning, students. This is the first video of this week, and today we will continue with chapter number 15, that is travel time. But before starting the chapter, I would like to say that please watch these videos. These videos are very helpful for you. Okay, and we are just giving you a lots of knowledge through this video. Through this video, we want to give you a lots of knowledge. So please watch these videos. Okay, it is very helpful in your online classes also. So let us begin with chapter number 15, travel time. In previous class, we had started this chapter and about roadways and railways. I had explained you roadways and railways. I had explained you. Today we will cover the topic waterways and airways. Okay, these two topics today we are going to cover. Waterways, see, waterways, these are the cheapest but slowest mode of transport. Earlier, when the roads were not developed, when the airways were not developed, or these railways were not developed, at that time this was the only way to move from one place to another. Through waterways only people used to move from one place to another, and it takes months to move from one place to another because it is the slowest mode of transport, but it is cheapest also. Clear? There are many modes of transport. There are many modes of water transport. Okay, like ship. These ships are there, boats, ferries, and steamers. These are the main modes of water transport. Clear? One by one, I will show you the pictures. Ship. Ship is a large watercraft. Okay, it that travels the world's oceans and other sufficiently deep waterways, carrying goods or passengers, or in support of specialized missions such as defense, research, and fishing. Okay, these ships are very large watercrafts. Okay, and it travels the world's ocean. Okay, it travels in oceans. Clear? And other sufficiently deep waterways, and it carries goods also. Okay, it carries goods, passengers, then it supports specialized missions. Specialized mission means what? Such as defense, research, or fishing. Okay, these all missions, in all these missions also these ships are used. Okay, ships are generally distinguished from boats based on its shape, size, load capacity, and tradition. Okay, these are different from, these are generally different from the boats. Boats are very small. Boats are very small in size, shape, and the loading capacity of ships is more than boats. Okay, boats are very small and loading capacity of boats are very less. Clear? Let us see the picture of boat also. This is the boat. Okay, it also carry passengers. Okay, through these boats, passengers are just moving from one place to another. Okay, but very short distance. Through these boats we can just travel very short distance, but through these ships we can travel a large distance. Okay, we can travel a large distance from one country to another country also. We can go through these ships. Clear? These ships are very big, and all the facility, all the things of our luxury is available in these ships. Clear? This is the picture of boats. Next one is ferry. Okay, this, first see the picture. These are the ferries. Clear? What is ferry? Ferry is a merchant vessel used to carry passengers and sometimes vehicles also, and cargo across a water body. A passenger ferry with many stops. Sometimes it is called a water bus or water taxi. Okay, a passenger ferry has many stops, and that's why it is known as water bus or water taxi also. Okay, it has different ports or different stoppages it has. Clear? This is the picture of ferry. You can see over there. These ferries are also very big. Clear? Next one is steamer. Here you can see, this one is the picture of steamer. Okay, a steamer, as name cleared, it is a steamboat. Okay, a steamer is a boat that propelled primarily by the steam power. Okay, how it moves with the steam power. Clear? This is the steamer. Now, lagoons. Okay, in India only 3 rivers, that is Ganga, Brahmaputra and Hooghly. These are the 3 rivers in India which are navigable. Navigable means what? Through which navigation can be done, through which boats can be moved. Okay, so 3 rivers are there: Ganga, Brahmaputra and Hooghly. And lagoons in Kerala is also suitable for water transport. This is the lagoon of Kerala. Okay, what is lagoon? You will ask, Miss, what is lagoon? So lagoon, let us see. A lagoon is a shallow body of water separated from a larger body of water by barrier, island or reefs. Okay, lagoon is a shallow water body which is separated from big water body. Clear? By a barrier, island or reefs. Clear? This is lagoon. Now, important seaports. In India, many seaports are there. Okay, mainly as you know that India has a very big coastline. Through map I will show you, India has a very big coastline. So there are many ports. Seaports are there. Seaports means what? Where ships used to stop. Okay, so just like for bus stop is there, aeroplane, airports are there. Like that only seaports are there, the stoppage of ships. Okay, so India has major 12 major ports along its coastline. Okay, some of the important seaports are Kandla, Mumbai, Kochi, Paradip, Chennai, Visakhapatnam and Kolkata. These are the main seaports of India. Okay, ships carry passengers and heavy goods to different countries from these ports. Okay, from these ports ships carry goods and different things from one country to another. Okay, these seaports are used by the ships to carry passengers as well as goods from one place to another. And so these are the important coasts of the India, the seaports of the India. And this one, Mumbai is the biggest and busiest port of India. Which is the biggest and busiest port of India? Mumbai. Clear? Let me show you through the map. Let us see, this is the map of India, and in this you can see the main ports. Okay, this blue line, this blue square is showing the ports. Here you can see this blue square is showing the ports. Here you can see this one is Haldia port. Here you can see this is Paradip, this is Visakhapatnam. Okay, this is Chennai port. Clear? Here you can see this is Jawaharlal Nehru port. Here Mumbai port is there. Clear? This is Cochin. These are the ports of India. This you can see Tuticorin. Downside it is Tuticorin. This all is the coastline. Okay, this all there, both the side seas and oceans are there. Okay, so this is the coastline. This is the coastal plain of India, and all the all the seaports are at the coastline only. So again, once again, let me show you Mumbai. This one is Mumbai, Jawaharlal Nehru. Here Marmagao, Mangalore, Cochin, Tuticorin, Chennai, Vishakhapatnam, Haldia and Paradip. These are the major seaports of our country. Clear? These are the major seaports of our country. Here one more is the Kandla. This is the Kandla port. Clear? Now, let's move to the next topic, that is airways. Airways are the fastest mode of transport. Airways is the fastest means of transport. Okay, if you have to travel from one place to another, and if you are using airways, then very fast you can reach from one place to another. Okay, if through the train it is taking 1 day, then through the plane if you will move, then within 1 hour you can reach at your destination point. Okay, so this is the fastest mode of transport. Clear? Aeroplanes, helicopters, these all comes under the air transport. Okay, airways. Aeroplanes and helicopters, these are very useful during floods, famines and earthquakes also. Okay, these aeroplanes are used to carry things also. It is used to carry passengers, as well as it is used to carry the things also. Here you can see, it is carrying goods. Okay, so these aeroplanes are used to carry passengers as well as goods also. Goods means what? Things like fruits, fish, flowers, life-saving drugs, many things can be just exported through these aeroplanes. Clear? Next one is helicopter. These helicopters are very useful. Okay, during floods or famines, or during earthquakes or any natural disaster. After any natural disasters, these helicopters are used to just save the life of people, or to just give the food packets, to drop the food packets. Last year in our city also flood has come. At that time you might have seen that these helicopters were very helpful, that these helicopters were dropping the food items, isn't it? So these helicopters are very useful in this type of natural disasters. Here you can see the picture. These helicopters are dropping the food packets. In this picture you can see that helicopters are dropping food packets. Here you can see, and downside here flood, everywhere flood is over there, and these helicopters are dropping food packets. So in this way these helicopters are very helpful for us. There are many private airlines also. Okay, the only one official airline of India is Air India. Air India is the official airline of India, and some private airlines are also over there. Private airlines, these are SpiceJet. These private airlines are SpiceJet, Indigo, Go Air and Vistara Airline. These are the private airlines of India. Clear? Here you can see, this is the picture of airport. Okay, India has many international airport. International airport means what? The airport from where flights take off for abroad. Okay, flights take off for the for abroad. So many international airports are also there in our country, and some domestic airports are also there. Airports in Mumbai is the biggest airport. This is the picture of Mumbai airport, and it is the biggest airport in our country, biggest as well as busiest airport of our country. Here is the list. In your book it's given the list of some airports which is in our country. These are the international airports. These are the international airports of our country. First one is Chhatrapati Shivaji Airport. Chhatrapati Shivaji Airport, which is in Mumbai. Okay, and it is the biggest and busiest airport of India. Chhatrapati Shivaji Airport. Clear? Second one is Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose International Airport. It is in Kolkata. Indira Gandhi International Airport, New Delhi. Anna Durai International Airport, Chennai. Guru Ramdas International Airport, Amritsar. Rajiv Gandhi International Airport, Hyderabad. And Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel International Airport in Ahmedabad. Okay, these are the important airports of India. Important international airports of India. Clear? So this is all about the chapter. In next class we will discuss about question answer. Till then, thank you.